mother and entrepreneur. A God-fearing woman who has devoted her time to ensuring that God's message is used to empower everyone, but most especially women. With a strong belief in the importance of women empowering women and educating each other through our life experiences, she is the founder of Women's Forum, Let's Be Real, a forum for women to work through issues and set and accomplish goals together. Held every second Friday of every month at 6 Elton Road, Lee Green, London. Keep up with Let's Be Real here on PRZ FM every Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Let's Be Real on PRZ Radio 109.2 FM. My name is Jummy Opedare. I'm your host. Thank you so much for tuning in again today. On every Tuesday, we are here to talk about real life issues, things that pertain our lives, especially women and everybody. To be sincere, everybody. And tonight, I'm so privileged to have in the studio my very own person, Dr. Seun. Okay. The last time she was here, she was not a doctor, but now she is a doctor. You're welcome, my sister.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for listening today. Good evening.
Okay. Now, what we are talking about tonight, I'm sure you will agree with us that some people, they are so comfortable, they are so confident, they are very positive, they are very charismatic, they are full of energy. They know, even when they don't know what they are doing, they are confident about it. So we want to know why, how did they get there? What do you mean by confidence? We want to talk about it, and I know Dr. Seun has written books on this, and she is a coach. She's a life coach. She's a coach. She's a motivator. She speaks in different places. She encourages people. She teaches people how to stand as a leader, as to carry yourself with confidence. That is why I've invited her in tonight to come and talk to us about confidence, why some people are able to cope with it, they are able to carry themselves well, and some people are afraid of everything. So we want to talk about it. We want to know more, so that some of us, that we take one thing or the other away today and change our ways, because confidence can make way for you in many places. In many places, things that you cannot even think is possible, but because of carrying yourself in a certain way, you will be able to get in. They will look at you, they will not even check what they're supposed to check, because you are very confident. Dr. Seun, over to you. What do you mean by, do you want to say a bit about yourself, so that our listeners that have not listened to you before,
they know who's speaking. Good evening. Thank you so much for listening tonight. This is Dr. Seun. I coach confidence and self-leadership, and I'm the author of Supergirl to Superwoman, the ultimate guide to female leadership. And why did I write that book? It was to fill in the gap. You know, you were saying it, that some people come out as confident, some people come out as they know what they're doing. Even if they don't know what they're doing, they carry themselves as if they know what they're doing, and that is what really does matter. Now, what Supergirl to Superwoman is aiming to achieve is it's a life coaching book. All right, because I've seen that people do what people see. And over the years, we keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Some of the things we do, we don't know the reason we do them.
Why we do them,
because we see our parents doing them, or we see them around, we just do them, naturally. And I've seen that a lot of this thing keeps going, and look at our girls, and I'm like, oh my God, how do we break this circle? That is what Supergirl to Superwoman is aiming to do. Break the circle of the wrong beliefs that affects our life results, and also put ourselves together to get more out of life. Because it sort of like gives you a shoulder to lean on into the next generation. Listen to other people that have been there. They walked that path. Somebody told me that see, the definition of madness is for you doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. You know, if you keep doing something, but if you've seen some people that have told a part and they've been good at it, they've been successful at it, you may want to check them out. What have they done
differently?
Can I borrow from them? Some people will say, "Oh, you can learn from your mistakes." Why do you want to waste time? You can learn from other people's mistakes through books, you know, and learn of their successes through books and duplicate the same thing. Success is duplicatable. So confidence, you know, we're talking about that. Seun, what are you going to talk about? I said, let's talk about confidence. Because in the United Kingdom, I look around a lot. You know, I remember that as a teenager myself, while I was growing up, what you said at the beginning was so spot on, that some people will carry themselves confidently, but they are not confident. I remember as a teenager then that I had this struggle of low self-esteem on the inside, but on the outside you never know. And what caused this, you know, maybe some of the things that I believe, I look in the mirror, you know, I was a bit overweight and I was in my early teens and I didn't like that. And so I kind of like cringe on the inside. And when I look around these days, I see lots of that going on around. Like, that was some decades back and the same things are still happening around us. Meaning, if we don't break the circle now, it keeps going. Confidence on its own, let's just define, okay, what is this confidence we're talking about? So that it is a feeling or belief that one can have faith or rely on oneself or on something. Meaning, okay, I've got what it takes. You know, confidence is I've got what it takes. Of course, there's a thin line between being confident and being overconfident. You know, and it comes to play that you must first believe in yourself before anybody can believe in you. So if you're waiting for people to affirm you before you feel confident, then you are in dangerous waters, because that means you're tuned to be able to believe anything that anybody says. And so if they come to tell you that you are not good enough, you believe you're not good enough. So it starts from you. And that's why I focused my coaching on self-leadership. Meaning, let it start from you. Because you can only produce a bit of yourself. And if it doesn't start from you, how do you teach it? So confidence really starts from, it's a feeling on the inside. Before it can come to the outward.
I agree. Because if you don't know what you want, some other people might not
tell
know.
you. In fact, if you know, each time you walk and somebody calls Jummy, are you not going to look that way?
Yeah.
Okay. You look, because that's your name.
Yeah.
Right. If anybody calls Seun, I'll look because that's my name. Now, if somebody is saying to you that you are not who you are, then you know that you just ignore that. But what if you do not know who you are or know your worth? That is where we are really going.
Absolutely.
For there to be confidence, there's got to be a feeling of self-worth, of actually knowing that you've got value.
Yeah.
Not the value other place on you, but the value you first place on yourself.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Seun. Okay, now how do we know if someone is confident or not? What are the signs?
Okay. The first sign, you know, and this is one thing I teach the young people: learn to maintain eye contact. You know, when we're growing up, they'll tell you, don't look at the adults. You don't look at, you know, that's the traditional thing that will go. If you cannot maintain eye contact, it's the person that's looking at you automatically assumes a superior position, or they feel maybe there's no integrity, or maybe you're trying to hide something. A confident person can look. There's a way you there's okay, part of the courses I take my girls through, I've got a 5-week course running in schools. It's called Super Girl Leadership Academy. And one of the things I would do is we call it walk, the princess walk, right? Walking with grace. There's a way you walk that when you get into a particular into a particular room, they're like, okay, who's come?
Yeah, exactly.
And then we actually take them through that. One of the things I do is them actually having a book on their head and walking straight with it.
All right.
And when we started out, the girls are like, it's a drop, but there's a way you position your spine. That when you carry it, is there. You're going. Say, auntie, how do we walk without that? With that on our head. I say, it's imaginary. You don't necessarily have to walk with like that.
You don't have to carry a book on your head.
But when you're learning how to do it,
you're carrying something.
You know that you're carrying something. You have that, that feeling that, okay, there's something that it must not drop. And because you don't want it to drop, there's a way you hold yourself upright. So the way you walk also is part of things that, and also we'll talk about maintain eye contact.
And
we'll talk about the way you walk. We'll talk about even the way you shake. Oh my goodness. Handshake. I've experienced lots and lots and lots of handshakes. And okay, let me. Good. So a handshake has to be very, very firm. Some will just do, like it's floppy, yeah. they're not gonna like apply pressure. There must be a way that you apply a bit of pressure, not too much pressure. If you apply too much pressure, that's another thing. Part of this is when you shake someone, they can know that you are in charge, right? And there are different types of shakes and all of that. So the way you speak is also important. How do you come across? The way you dress is important. Absolutely. Right? I do, my clients, I said to them that you have 7 seconds to make an impression. 7 seconds. And if you get the 7 seconds wrong, you may lose a whole lifetime trying to correct that impression. That is the truth. If I come to you, okay, let me give you a typical example today. I had like 2 friends coming over. One of them were in university together, and the other one is a new person, so a new friend today. So she walked in. I said, "Oh, I like your hair." Said, "It's bold. What do you do?" I said, "I coach confidence." Okay, yes, that's it. That you've got to practice what you preach. My hair starts out conversation like, "Oh, I like your hair." Conversation has started, right? And I don't need you to affirm me before I know who I am. I'm going to go through the scriptures now. It says we are kings and we are priests. That's right? True. If we are kings and we're priests, then there's a way we just go, man. When you get into a place, you should be noticed that okay, what about him? What about her? Because there's a mindset to confidence.
That I'm not inferior.
I'm not inferior. I know who I am. So if you think less of me, that's your business. I know who I am. I still know who I am. This is who I am. Get on with it. That is confidence.
Fantastic. Okay, you are listening to us. I know that you are there, wherever country you are, is the same thing. Confidence is confidence. In Africa, in America, in everywhere, in Canada, wherever you are listening to us, we are talking about confidence. Begin to think about what you are doing that is not in line with this, that will make people to overlook you. Do you understand? Overlook you and say, who is this? You are not noticeable because the way you carry yourself. So please, let's carry ourselves with confidence. Let's have a firm handshake. Good eye contact, the way you dress, the way you walk, they are very, very important. Do it so that people will know that this person coming has something. She's carrying something.
Before you open your mouth, they're already expecting that you have something
to offer.
The power of the 7-second impression. Those are part of what I do.
Fantastic. Okay, how soon do we need to start working on confidence? How soon?
It has to start very, very early. Very, very early. And how do you do that? Because how do bullies pick up on some children? You're wondering,
as possible.
As early as possible. And why do they pick up on them? They believe, okay, maybe I have something over this person. some children are very, very timid, right? So we need to start bringing our children out and speaking. Let them speak. In our own African, I'm a Nigerian. In our own African sector, we have a way of shutting children up, right? At times I used to do it too. I have to consciously, stop it and work on it, because yes, that's what we grew up with. Before you said, shut up. So before you make a statement, it's already dead inside you. So allow children to be expressive, right? And also affirm them. Tell them they are beautiful. Tell them they are handsome. All these things that we say. The home is the place to build confidence.
Absolutely.
We cannot leave it to the schools because they don't have the facility to do that. It all starts from the home. If things are going on in our community now, I will blame it on the homes. But what if the parents are not even confident? How can they teach it? And that's why you need, people like us that can help the children, that can help you. Because you can't give what you don't have. True. And I've seen that a lot of parents too are struggling with that. And that's why, a lot of positions that are available, especially even to women, they will not go for it because they don't believe enough. They say confidence is a feeling of belief in one's capability, having faith in oneself that yes, I can do this. But if you don't have the faith in yourself that you can do it, then you're not going to aspire bigger, higher than you are now. So we need to start out with the children. It starts from the home because the schools don't have the facility, and then it also starts with you getting coaches for your children. And I think it's a worthy investment to actually invest in our children now, because confidence goes
I think I do agree with what you have just said about shutting the children up. We say you talk too much instead of channeling the energy to maybe reading a book, stand there, tell us a story. Public speaking. Tell
us a story.
Tell us a story. I remember one of my friends, the teacher said, the daughter was bossing everybody around in the class. And she said, can you come again? Said, your daughter is bossing everybody around.
What do you mean by bossing?
Said, my daughter has got this leadership skills. Please help me develop it. And the teacher could not say anything further.
So what's the meaning of bossing everybody?
She's got the leadership skill in her. She's got it in her. It needs to be developed.
And that's one thing that at times teachers don't understand it. Okay, my middle son is the clown of the house, but he is very, very detailed. And okay, if you want the weather condition for today, ask him. If you want the latest news, in fact, he came to me yesterday and said, "Mommy, we might be on the verge of a third world war." I said, "What do you mean by?" And he started telling me the things that he's picked up, And I'm saying, in this class, they're telling me that he's too playful. I said, there's something on the inside of him. Every child cannot fit into the same mold. So don't let the schools kill the individuality of your children, right?
And don't do it yourself.
Each child is different. And some of the strengths that they have that schools are saying, this is too much, those are the things that will get them into the limelight in the nearest future. So let's learn to tailor our children's energy. So somebody says you're bossing around, good. Say, yeah, keep doing it, but let us tailor it. This is the way you handle it.
Class captain.
Because she's going to be able to rally the people around for you, and they will listen. My daughter, my last baby, she was a school counselor when she was in year 2, and before she can be that, we had to go through a speech. She had to go through. You have to be able to, because the power of oratory, you cannot overemphasize that. Words create emotions, and I was saying to her, see, if you're going to get people to vote for you, you have to be able to touch on something. So we really has, and every time when she was, she's like, "Mommy, I won." Yes, and they tell me, she's very confident. I say, before uncle. She's the daughter of a confidence coach. So I'll say, don't leave it for too late. It's time to start. Start them
as early as possible.
We've got to start from the home. This is where the confidence of our children are being built. So even if they are being battered outside and they're being bullied, and trust me, it is happening in our community. But once you've given them that strong foundation from home, they will not shake.
Nothing will shake them. That is true. I believe someone is listening to Let's Build It on PLZ Radio 109.2 FM. We are talking about confidence. Please, let's help our children at home. Let's help them. Whatever we discover that is their strength, their strong points, let's help them to develop it, so that we won't just talk them out of it. You are talking too much. You are too playful. You are this. They are playful, but they are detailed. They know what they are doing. They are intelligent. Things that we could not see, they are noticing it. They know everything. No one can talk them down. I remember my sister, maybe I've told you before, my sister, when she was in primary school, she was on the big side as well. And they said, "Oh, you are big." She said, "Listen, in my house, we have more than enough to eat. I'm not begging for food. If I want, I'll lose the weight. I believe you don't have enough to eat. That's why you are what you are."
Oh, this is confidence in display.
She came home, she told us. I said, what did you say? He said, "Yeah, you just want me to feel bad that I'm big. I'm not the one that told them not to have enough."
But she has come to accept herself the way she is. Wow. Yes, she wants to work on it, fine. But let nobody tell me who I am. You know what? I'm comfortable who I am, so get on with it. I like that.
In fact, that thing stayed with me since then. I'm about 8 years older than now, but it stayed with me that, look at this girl. She could give anybody the right answer at the right time. I said,
confidence.
That is really good. That is really good. Now, what about parents that are not confident themselves? Does this affect the children?
It does. It does affect the children a lot. It does affect the children a lot, and that's why we as parents, parenting does not come with a manual, and that's the truth. All of us are learning on a daily basis, and that's why the power of books is so important. That you don't have you don't know it all, but you can learn from other people, and that's why the likes of Super God, Superwoman, the Ultimate Guide Female Leadership is something that you can read that will really help in that. We talk about the power of being super sensitive, undeterred, proactive, elegant, and being a replicator. Is a basis of building your self-confidence. Having a desire, having a goal for yourself, moving forward towards something that's bigger and better than you. If you're not confident, it's going to affect your children. So you need to build it for you first and be able to pass it on, because by osmosis our children really become us. And there's an adage that says that an apple never falls too far from the tree. It may fall a bit farther, but it's always around. So your children's results are really tied to your results. So if you really want them to go farther, you need to empower them with materials that will help them. A lot of people don't understand what coaching is yet. Coaching is so important that parents need to invest in coaching for themselves and for their words too, because confidence, it is needed in every aspect of life. So if you are not confident as a parent, how would you know that? You know yourself that maybe you're seeing things and you're talking yourself out of it. I don't think, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe if I ask for this, they will refuse me. Let me share this with you. There was a time, while I was still in the banking sector, back in Nigeria, it was one of the top banks that I was working on, and I've always been a hard worker. I believe I talked about being an employeepreneur in my book, meaning even if you're employed by someone, take the job as if it's yours. Business. Take it as your business. Do what it takes to be successful. Don't do what it takes to just get paid. And that's always my approach to my work. Whoever I worked with, they never want to let me go because I do it as if I own the business. So there was this appraisal going on, and then one of our regional managers, zonal managers, appraised us. It was two of us in the team, my team leader then myself. So he appraised us, and he gave me a B. He gave the other lady a B too. So she saw it, she mumbled, I should have gotten an A. I didn't say anything. I told him I should have gotten an A. So I picked up the phone and I called. When she saw it, she just mumbled. She accepted it and sent it to HR. I rejected mine, and I gave the reason why I cannot get a B. And I sent it back to him that I'm sorry, this is rejected, and I put in my own comment. So he called me. I said, Seun, I saw that. Okay, I've adjusted it. So he adjusted mine from a B to an A.
Ooh.
And sent it to the HR. So when the result came back and was posted, obviously it affected our promotion. She's like, Seun, yours is A, but mine is B. So she called the zonal head and said, but my own is B. You changed Seun's to A. Said Seun said it was not okay. And she made justification. And I saw it, but you sent yours to HR. You said it was okay. Said no, it's not good. But there's nothing I can do again
anymore. It's too late.
Because she knew that she deserved an A, but she was not confident enough to ask for it. So she got the B.
Wow.
But one thing I always say to people is always ask. It gives yourself a 50% chance of a yes or a no. But if you do not ask. It's 100% no. So part of what you can use to build yours is learning to ask. Ask.
And when even if you get a no, you should not feel bad.
You should not feel bad because you've tried it.
It's not deducting anything.
It's not. But at least you've given yourself a better chance.
Fantastic. So, will you say that's one of when being confident has worked for you?
Oh yes. And I could say another. Okay, let me say this too. There was a time I was trying to change jobs, right? And I was headhunted, in the bank sector. I did a bit in the bank sector, about 6 years plus. So I was headhunted, and during the last stage of interviews, I did not know that those were all the executives of the company. There was the last one. So I came in, and there was a particular position that I was asking for. So they said, "Is it this or nothing?" I said, "Is that or nothing?" So is that your final answer? Yeah, because this and this and this are what I'm bringing to the table. I'm not desperate for a job because I'm frankly speaking, I was comfortable where I was, right? But if you give me this is what I'm going to deliver. I said, is that all? Is that what you're going to say? I said, yes. And the HR go back to me and say, oh, sorry, they didn't. I said, it's okay, it's nothing to lose. A few months later, they called me back, and I got to the same stage. And when I walked in, one of the idiots said, is this you again? I said, oh, meaning you remember me? Did I make an impression? My interviews are always very, very chatty. So yes, you did make an impression because you worked out on us. You did not. Okay. So they now asked, what has changed? I said, nothing really has changed. Of course, I asked for even more and I got it.
Oh, fantastic. So I hope somebody will use that tip.
It's work. Always ask for what you're worth. But you must know your worth.
Yeah.
If you do not know your worth, you will not know what to ask for. That is one of the recipes for confidence. Know your worth. No. Invest in your mind. Invest in your training. Don't be average. So that when it's time to make a decision, you know that you can't settle. I could have easily settled for what they were asking, they were giving to me, and it will have slowed down my career path. But because I said no, I knew what I was worth. I got it.
Fantastic. I just pray that many people will take this tip and begin to use it. Just
wrong with it.
Well, don't say you are not what you are anyway. What you can deliver, but make sure that you've done your homework and you are able to deliver.
Invest
and know
invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself.
Fantastic. I've always been a reader. I read a lot. I read a lot. Read far and wide. Don't just read. Don't just do courses because that's what your organization is offering. Go out of your way. Invest in you. The biggest investment you can make is not just in clothing. It's in your mind. It's in your mind. So go for trainings. Get equipped. So that when you're speaking, they know you're not just speaking from empty barrel. You actually have stuff, because when you invest in that, obviously you get promoted, whatever. Even if you're an entrepreneur, there's a way you present your business that people are like, okay, take a look, or they'll just shut you down. And even if they shut you down, know that you can go back to the drawing table and come back.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that advice. It's really, really important. Okay, now we'll add that you've just launched Walk Like a Princess course.
Okay.
So, do you want to tell us more about it?
Yes, Work Like a Princess is a community interest company, and what we're aiming to do is to equip girls and women for leadership. I've seen that there's so much opportunity all around us. If you go online and research about companies, most of the company faces are male. Meaning that a few days ago I was just researching the top 50 companies in Kent. I was looking, every single one was male represented. There was not a female there. Top 50, I'm saying, are there not top girls in these places? But everything is, so there are opportunities in there, but we need to prepare people. We need to show for these people that are there, so that girls also can look and say, oh, if they did it, and I can do it. But if the women are not visible for these girls to actually see as mentors, as role models, then they will forever be looking up to musicians as their models, and they are real people. So what we aim to do is to bridging that gap, get them confident, get them basic leadership skills, also link them up to different mentors so that they can see that there are people doing awesome stuff in their locality. So we are working along with different organizations and also companies that want to give back to the community and will want to partner with us to get information, to get leadership training out into the community. There is a lot of teenage pregnancies going on, and if single parenthood too, we know that is a struggle. For you to have a father and a mother looking after a child is a struggle on its own. How much more one of them at times my children come and they're like, okay, go to your father. Because I know you can deal with it. But what if there's no father, or there's no go to your mother? There's a place that is that is vacant. So we aim to come together with different people, show up their confidence, show up their leadership skills, basic leadership skills, and have a retinue of names that are leadership ready. So if organizations are actually looking for who to call on, not just people that are operational, but people that already have, because it takes a vision to be a leader. Management is you going through operations and all of that, making things work. But leadership is more visionary. There's more that it takes to be a leader than just the operation. And those are the sort of things that we. So the girls that pass through us, they already have their life goals defined. They have their own mission statements, things like that. And so Work Like a Princess, we're actually launching it in June. Okay. We've done quite a bit with different schools already, but we've not officially launched it. So we're launching it with an award, Bold, Beautiful and Branded. And let me tell you about Bold, Beautiful and Branded. I've been in health and wellness for a few years, and I've helped thousands of women and men get back in shape, looking good. Whether I like it or not, you want to be full of zest and love the way you look, right? So those are things I do with my clients. The body confidence. Excuse me. So I've noticed that over the years we have these amazing stories, of people that have transformed, that now their life results are different because they are now going for what they deserve, what they want to do. Nothing holds them back now. But there's not really a lot of platform, giving them to tell that story. And I've seen that stories begat stories. When people hear your story, when they hear my story and they can connect with it, then it helps them to say, okay, if she did it, I can do it too. So that's what Bold, Beautiful and Branded Award is focusing on. One, for people that have been life mentors, people that have mentored other people that have gotten amazing results, and also people that have gone through physical transformations that are coming, give them a platform to tell the story and get them, okay, yes, I did it, and can brandish that, because really it takes a whole lot to rebrand and to transform yourself. And if we have a platform to tell such stories, then we know that we can create more stories. That's what we're aiming to do with Bold, Beautiful and Branded Awards. So there's opportunity to actually nominate people. So if you send us email at waliaprin@gmail.com, WALIAPRIN@gmail.com, if you know someone that's gone through a life change, they've lost some weight, maybe they've gotten new jobs or they've started new businesses now because they now feel and look better about themselves, then please send us. And also, if you know anyone that's gone through maybe physical disasters, right? Okay, one of the nominations that we got is a particular woman. I think she was diabetic, and then she had both her legs, amputated, and part of her fingers amputated. And there was a time she was saying that, nobody invites me out to parties again. This was someone that was very social, but because now she's a bit, incapacitated, it's like being left on her own, and to do other things. She said, if people are not calling me to a party, I might as well throw a party. What that means, that emotional thing that she'll have gone through to such platform to tell that story and see how she's been able to deal with that, because I'm sure there's someone also now going through such a thing and thinking that I've been shut out of life, and saying that there's light at the end of the tunnel.
That's interesting and encouraging. So this princess walk like a princess, do you approach schools or you approach
schools,
organizations?
churches? Schools, churches, organizations. In May, I'm having something with the Seventh-day Adventist. We organize something for the young people. So it's what I like to do is separate them, do the boys together, and do the girls together, because there are some things that pertain to the girls that you don't want to bother the boys with, and there are some things that pertain to the boys that you don't want to bother the girls with. So I believe in age appropriate and sex appropriate teaching. So we tailor them to meet the group. So we're having that in May. So different organizations that we can work with, aside from young people, also the parents. Last year we had the mother-daughter self-esteem summit. That was like a dream I had when I was 10 years ago, saying that I had issues with my mom, and because our relationship wasn't that great, I was looking at all the wrong places for acceptance. And that's another thing. When your relationship with your mom or maybe your dad is not so great, you're kind of like looking for how to fill in the gap. And I remember saying to myself then that, when I have a girl, I'm going to have to like be really close to her and make sure that I show her up, pump her up very, very well, so that nobody can just come out and say, oh, you're beautiful. My daughter will tell you, oh yeah, I know it. So it doesn't get to her head. So we had the mother-daughter self-esteem summit last year. It was a really, really good success. And what that did was give platform for moms to tell the stories that they never told their daughters before. We always tell our children, we are the first in class and all of that. If we don't tell them of the mistakes that we also made, it is so easy for them to fall into the same ditch that we did. Because generation and that's it keeps going from. So the mother-daughter self-esteem summit is part of what we do at Work Like a Princess, just bringing the older women together with the younger ones to cross, to bridge a gap with stories.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. I hope someone might get in touch and want to attend and the next one that you want to organize.
We're taking it to different cities now. So wherever city you are, we are happy to host one. Like we'll be going to in May. We have one with Milton Keynes with Pastor Fola Omotle. Okay, we'll be there at Milton Keynes. I'm trying to remember the name of the church. So we're having one in partnership with. So whatever state that you are, whatever borough that you are, we are happy to partner with you to bring that to your city, and we have our arrangements. But I just believe that bringing it's not just about women actually, but we're only doing that because moms but the nation.
They are very influential.
Yes, and we are very influential. That is the truth. Whether we like it or not, Jesus had to even pass through a woman. His ministry never got started until the woman says, "Okay, it's time." Remember the story of the
wedding of
Galilee. That's it. Jesus was saying, "No, Mama, it's not yet my time." And Mama says, "I saw it. It's your time. Do it." And that became the first major miracle that was reported for him. But if Mommy hadn't said, do. If mommy hadn't used the influence on him, he will have still been hiding. You know, and each time she notices anything about Jesus, she'll say, and she'll keep it. She was noticing. And if you look around for your children, there are things that you notice about each and every one of them that is specific. Because God has given us that kind of nature to do.
To know.
So that's what Mother Daughter is doing. So we are not people are like, okay, so what about the father son? Yes, we are in the planning process of father son.
Thank you so much, Dr. Seun. I really appreciate this, and I believe that this is just reality of life, things that we overlook. And they are so important.
They are so important.
They're so important. And when you get it right from the home, the whole country will get it right.
See, we get it because the family is the unit of the nation. So if you are seeing young people killing one another, we need to check their homes. Yes, I do know that a lot of youth centers has been closed, and these children have a lot of energy and all of that. But whatever the case still may be, there's basic parenting that we need to do.
Very important.
And those, I'm sure, there's a lot of help, and they are really, really available if anyone will want to.
Okay, before we round up, I want you to tell our listeners how you can help others to be confident and to improve the results as they are working at it. They're trying to get it right.
Get it right. Okay. For me, it's not everybody that will have access to me. Do you understand? But everybody can have access to a book. So I'll strongly recommend Super Girl to Super Woman, The Ultimate Guide to Female Leadership, to anyone, right? Because it is the basis of you building confidence. Is a base, because if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? If you build the foundation right with you, and this book is for any child from 9 years and above, right? It's written in basic language. This, and also I provide coaching, right? So if you go to my website, seunwoke.com, SEUNOKE.com, then you get a bit of information, and you can also send me a message on 074-1185-7200. I'll repeat that, 074-1185-7200. We'll work out, we do one-to-one, we do coaching in groups, we do work with different organizations, including churches and mosques. We're actually in discussions about one. We all need these basics, and that's one thing that I would love to partner with you on. So if you know anyone that's been struggling with that, yes, you will need to invest in yourself, right? Invest in yourself, invest in books, coaching is not free. But it's going to be at a nominal fee that you'll be able to. But if you know that you are worthy enough and you want to get to the next level, you really do need the coaching, and I'd love to hear from you. So you can also email me on seun@seunwoke.com, Seun with an H, so SHEUN at SHEUN okay.com. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. All right, and I'm saying that this is it. We all have greatness in us.
Oh yeah.
We all have greatness in us, but life situations, maybe you've been battered, you've been bruised here and there, and you think, okay, I don't even want to try again. I'm saying you cannot afford to let go. You cannot afford to, because there are destinies that are tied to yours. If you refuse to come out of your hiding place, your comfort zone, there are some destinies that are doomed, that they can't get to the next level because, and some of our children too, they are doomed if you don't get it right. So you owe it to the world to get it right. You owe it to the world to be confident. You owe it to the world to invest in you. You owe it to yourself to be all that God has called you to be. But you can't be all that God has called you to be without you building that confidence. And I'm telling you that it requires you to invest in you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Dr. Seun. The Bible made us to understand that God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power,
of love, and of a sound
mind and boldness. So we need to begin to apply this and do away with fear. Let's pray about it. Let's work at it. As we are praying, we are taking action. We are doing everything that we have to do to improve our confidence. And let's also, as parents, watch out. Let's study our children. Let's see, some of them just put on makeup but they are very, very
The
timid.
timid, yes.
That is why they have peer pressure. That is why other things are happening. And
they
under
don't
our
wanna
roof, and we
talk.
do not know.
They don't
And
wanna
we do
talk.
not know. We need to get closer to them. We need to encourage them. We need to instill confidence in them, and we will see the difference. God will help us.
Amen. And you know, the Bible also says that cast not therefore away your confidence, for it has a great reward. So
It is well.
that just wraps it all. It has a great reward. So join us for Bold, Beautiful and Branded June 2nd. The details will be online too for you to check. It's going to be at the Mayfair Hall. And we're really looking forward to having you come. Let's learn to work like a princess together and send in your stories.
Thank you so much. Well done for all the good work we are doing. Thank you all our listeners tonight, wherever you are on the surface of this world. We really want to say that, let's believe him. We are so grateful. Without you, we don't have an audience. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you, and may the love of God continue to radiate on you wherever you are, in the mighty name of Jesus. Whatever you have decided to do, God will give you the grace to be able to achieve it in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you so much. God bless you, and stay safe.
Amen.
Meet Pastor Jummy Opedare, a devout woman of God, wife, mother, and entrepreneur. A God-fearing woman who has devoted her time to ensuring that God's message is used to empower everyone, but most especially women. With a strong belief in the importance of women empowering women and educating each other through our life experiences, she is the founder of Women's Forum, Let's Be Real, a forum for women to work through issues and set and accomplish goals together. Held every second Friday of every month at 6 Elton Road, Lee Green, London.